Hey everybody, how y'all doing? How you doing? Welcome to Jarrett Talk Interviews. As I interview people that have a YouTube channel or their own business. Tonight on a fine night, wow, this is quick. We have gonna have a good weekend, but we have a special guest. This not only a guest, he's one of my members of my church from the Fear and Truth Church. He is the fifth person I've interviewed from the church, and he is my good friend. He part of the Method 25, the truck driver, you name it. You can see me with my friend, my brother Joe Jones. How you doing? How you doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm doing good, man. I'm blessed. I can't call it, man. I'm living the best life I can live, brother.
So welcome to my channel,
Yeah.
and please tell the folks about that do not know about you and about your business. If
Oh
they can
man.
contact with you.
Oh man. So, number one, Jeffrey Jones here from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. First off, I have to start with me being an amazing father. So let's start there. But past that, as far as my business goes, I do IT. I do IT at for a company called Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, to be exact. I do everything within the scope as far as network security, network analyst, application analyst. Mostly everything this kind of tier two IT I can do. I've been doing that for about 4 years now. Love it, especially here where I'm at now. As far as Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, I absolutely love it. When I tell you these guys have been nothing but amazing to me, and this company is somebody. This company is wonderful. So if anybody ever thought, think about working at Choa, come on out. Like, please come on by. Like, we when I tell you these people are amazing, absolutely amazing. Even beyond that, as far as my personal business, it'd be more so in the sense of just ministry. Outreach is something that's really, really big. I do outreach even beyond just the masses of my church. I do outreach in the sense of getting connection with the streets itself, not just the streets, but getting in tune with a lot of the a lot of the prison systems here in Atlanta. Well, just be able to talk and have great conversations about, of course, the man above, of course, the God that we serve. And when I tell you, it's something that I'm very, very passionate about. I have such a deep background. I come from a very, very special place in life. And with that being said, that makes me just somebody that could be an example to a lot of people's lives. I guess I could go ahead and Jerry, you get exclusive tonight, man. You get exclusive tonight. I am actually writing. Well, the book is done. All 16 chapters are done. So we're jumping into the conversation of mental health. What does mental health look like in the body of Christ? I know it's something that we kind of, push under the rug, and we don't like to talk about it too much, but I want to
Mhm.
get beyond the scope of just anxiety and depression, something that we do talk about, but
Mhm.
we want to get past that. Let's get into personality disorders. Let's get into, people that battle with schizophrenia and whatnot. And these things happen within the body of Christ. So let's give a few examples of some people, that's some characters that's within the Bible, but let's also talk about ourselves. So 16 chapters, 16 wonderful chapters. The book is called Therapy Through the Word. Now, real quick, it's very dear to me, very dear to me, very dear to my heart, because it's a book that my mother started before she had passed away. So I'm the one to take it, upholding the mantle and taking it and take it to where I believe God wants it to take it.
Oh, that's a wonderful story. First off, let's start with IT.
Yes,
What
sir.
made you start becoming IT? Were you a gifted
Yeah.
person growing up, or were you
Um,
good with your hands or with the
Yeah,
computer and
so
stuff?
so I've always been like a software guy. So everything I do is with this software. I was always the one that knew how to like jailbreak, the iPhones and stuff back in the day. If anybody know, if you know, you know. Outside of that, doing a whole bunch of software stuff when it comes to like game systems and all that good stuff. Now, granted, I did not know at that age that this is something that I was gifted with. Did not know.
Mhm.
I had a neighbor. I want to say back in 2017, a neighbor just walks up to me and was like, "Hey, you ever thought about doing IT?" And I was like, "No, like that. No, we don't do that." As far as and let me be honest, but black folk don't do that. I was thinking that. I was thinking that. I'm not gonna lie. I was very immature and very, when it comes to that type of, that type of thinking. But as I continued just my journey, I knew I wanted to do a very, very big transition within. So my background was logistics for the longest. I used to drive trucks for the longest, and then also within delivery service and whatnot. And I got tired of the labor. I ain't gonna lie. I got tired of the labor. I was like, you know what? I want to do something different, something that's
Mhm.
going to expand who I am and what my hands is gifted to do. So my best friend. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and shout his name out. Desmond Apia. Shout out to you, man. He was the one. He also does IT as well, and he introduced me. He said, "Hey, man, I really believe that you have a particular skill that can take this to the masses." So I was like, all right, let me give it a shot. And I only do IT within healthcare, so that's just something. So everything from Wellstar, Northside Hospital, Nova Health out of North Carolina, and then also Community Health out of Tennessee. And then now once again at Choa. And yeah, man, when I tell you, I just got blessed. The Lord just opened up that lane for me, and I took the ground running, man. Took the ground running. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
Were you nervous when you started? When you knew they were doing? When you know you're doing it by software and all that stuff? Were you nervous
Yeah.
when you like
Oh,
you're
oh,
afraid you're gonna break
oh, it's
something?
it's one thing to know, like, it's one thing to like kind of play around with softwares and whatnot. It's a totally
Mhm.
different thing when you start to learn like the language, right?
Right.
And that was the barrier for me. I didn't really understand the language. I didn't understand, especially within healthcare. What is the Epic system? Not knowing that's the charting system that a lot of doctors and nurses uses. I didn't know something when it comes to like Cerner or Athena, and these names. I'm like, I don't know nothing about this stuff. Like, this is what are we talking about? And then even when it comes to like using Active Directory, and that's really just digging into like people's profiles and knowing how to manage all that stuff. And I didn't know. Let me be completely honest. I was nervous. Matter of fact, here we go. I'm gonna tell you a story. I was so nervous that I got hit up for a senior position for Northside Hospital. Got cold feet so badly that the first day on the job, I walked out. I was so scared. I was
Wow.
so scared. If anybody wants to show Big Bang Theory, let's just say the entire room was full of Sheldons, and I
Right.
felt very, very out of place. I was like, these guys know what they're talking about, and I knew nothing. I just knew I'm one of those type of people. Once you put it in front of my face, yeah, I'm good. But as far as the language, I was like, I don't know what these guys are talking about. So with that being said, I'm kind of upset now because once again, that was a senior position, and that would have
Mhm.
took things to a totally different level. But hey,
Mhm.
it is what it is, right?
So you love what you're doing right now.
Love it, love it. It's the company. It's the company.
So if you,
Um, Say it again.
I say, so if you weren't doing the IT, what was your backup plan? If you weren't doing the IT at all, if IT
Um,
wasn't invented, what your backup your plan B was? I know
Back
God said
up.
there's no plan B, but I'm just
Right.
saying, but
It would probably still be within logistics. Let me be completely honest. That was a job that is it's a very demanding job. So there's always going to be work available. So when it
um,
came down to like, losing any money or losing that barely happens within logistics. You don't have to, even if you lose one contract, there's another one sitting at your door. Because like I said, logistics, come on now. And this is right before the pandemic even popped off. So just imagine that, right? Just imagine being an essential worker where you got to make sure things are, and let me be honest, I still dibble and dab a little bit within logistics. When we had the hurricane that happened, the touchdown in Asheville, North Carolina, I have
mhm.
family within Asheville, North Carolina. So I took the due diligence to go ahead and make that trip, dropped off tons of care, dropped off tons of packages and tools or whatever that was needed in order for everybody to be, to get what they needed. So I still dibble dab in it. So to answer your question, it probably would still be logistics. I'll be honest.
So you didn't
Mhm.
like driving trucks around driving truck? What is like? Was it boring? Why didn't
It's
um
really it's boring. You're mainly by yourself.
hmm
Um, at the time, I had my kids solo by myself for like 3 years.
okay.
So mom, family, they was the ones that was really helping. Kind of,
hmm
it took a village. And I fought through it. But outside of that, um, yeah, I was like, yeah, I want to change some things up. So had to change something up.
So when you went from driving trucks to being IT,
Mhm.
that's a bit what year would you start doing trucks before you start doing IT? What year was that?
I started doing trucks back in 16, 16, 17. And I want to say 2019 is when I stopped. At the top of 2020, a little bit of the pandemic, I was still driving trucks, but right when the pandemic happened, that's when I got hit with the opportunity to start doing IT.
So were your parents I'm saying were your parents gifted you or you say you were you gifted with your hand? Were your parents give you any ideas about what how to start the computer or how to go to
Oh,
DOS?
no, I was the one that they called me. Hey, boy, we need you to plug the mouse up. We don't know how to get that mouse plugged up to the computer. So I was always that kid growing up. I was, hey, could you that keyboard? Don't know how to fix that. Can you go ahead and plug that keyboard up for me? And I was always that guy. So when it come down to it, no, my parents was never within the technical sense. My mother came from the healthcare, from the mental health care background. My father is in sales. He's I mean, tons of car dealerships and stuff all around the Virginia area and whatnot. Like that's his thing. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I didn't. It was just something that the Lord just planning on in my hands.
So when you still doing IT in the medical field now?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, sir.
And so what year did you start doing that? When you start doing
From the very beginning. From the very beginning, I have never did IT outside of out of the medical field. Yeah. Yeah.
for real? Are you
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you this. Since my brother is a genius, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you a genius being a IT, you want to talk to my brother. That I'm
Okay.
saying my brother is a straight up genius. He take the whole computer apart. He can
Oh, I
take the
love
whole
it.
yeah. So
Okay.
um
Hmm.
what part what hospital are you actually in the medical field?
You said what department?
No, what do you have like a what the I'm gonna say what in the medical field are you in the hospital or in the field
No.
of
So if you're I don't know if you're familiar with like the entire like North Drury Hills area or whatnot. They just built the Arthur M. Blank Hospital for children's healthcare. They just built that. I'm not in that building. I'm in the solution center that's behind that. So
okay.
we have all our admin, so HR, finance, my CEO, CIO, COO is
Mhm.
all in this building, and different tiers of IT is within this building. So we're right behind. I'm looking at the hospital right now as we speak. So we're behind the hospital.
Okay. So
Mhm.
when you were you hired on that or were you hired on the spot or were you did being
Oh
are
man,
you
so it's a testimony. Very big testimony. I had applied to this. I had applied to this company. I want to say about 6 times, 6 different times, and got denied every single time. I said, okay, now wait a minute. Now something ain't right. Okay, the devil busy, huh? Because my resume says one thing, huh? But for
mhm.
some reason, favorite ain't working. I don't like how this feel. But yeah, I applied. So I had got with my recent contract, I got released, and I was trying to figure out like, okay, what God, what am I doing? Like, because at this point, I need something a little bit more stable, or I'm gonna go back to logistics. Like, what are
So
we doing?
you were getting frustrated at the time you trying to get you
Oh
trying to get
goodness. Oh goodness, man. When I say frustrated, it's not even a word, man. I was going through it. It was really
mm-hmm.
bad.
Mm-hmm.
And the biggest thing is, of course, I want to continue to expand my resume within IT. And a random day, I get a call, and I don't forgot that I don't apply to the job. I don't forgot. Because when you get denied so many times,
Yeah. Yeah.
I get a call, and it was for a totally different contract. Totally different contract.
Mm-hmm.
It was a photography company that needed IT. The holidays is coming around, so people
Right.
can take
Right.
pictures for Thanksgiving and Christmases and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, I take what I could take right now, because look, brother man got to make some money. So when I tell you, the project manager looks over my resume and says, "You've done nothing but IT within healthcare." I said, "Yes, ma'am." She said, "Do you want to stay in healthcare?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she tells me, she says, "Well, I have another contract here, and would you be open to hear about this?" I said, "Yes, for sure." Now, the issue was, if we talk about this contract, we have to throw away the other one. So, meaning, if I go over here, ain't no going back. So, if you need a job, you might want to just take what you can take. I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and play. I'm a gambler. I'm gonna go ahead and take my chances.
Mm-hmm.
And she kept saying, "Oh, the contract is with CHOA." Now, I didn't know that Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. I didn't know the acronym was CHOA. Never knew that. So as we're going over the interview, and she's going over, asking me tons of questions throughout the first interview process. It's like it was 2 tiers of interviews I had to go through. So we're going through the interview process, and she literally, something in my spirit told me to ask her, "Hey, what is CHOA? You keep saying CHOA. What is CHOA?" And she tells me, "Oh, that's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta." Now, when I tell you, okay, it took everything in me to not throw my phone and catch the Holy Ghost and fall out and spin, drop on the floor. And, it took, look, you know how we do in Spirit of Truth. It took everything in me to not go that route. So she tells me, she said, "You know what? I'm going to go ahead and send all the information over to them. Let's go ahead and get you in touch. Let's do an interview that Monday, and let's see where we could, how far we could go." So anyway, do the interview on Monday. Really, really nervous. I was nervous because I really want this job. Get done with the interview, just for my supervisor, my supervisor now, just for her to tell me in the interview, "Hey, we're going to get to you within about a week. We got other applications and we got to go through. So, just give us some time." Don't nobody like hearing that, because during that time, you just nervous. You don't know what to do. Right after that phone call, right after that Zoom call, my project manager calls me back and says, "Hey, how do you think the interview went?" I said, I think I did good. I think I did okay. I'm a little nervous, but I think I did okay.
Right.
So she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, do you think you'd be a good fit?" I said, "I believe I'd be a great fit." She was like, "Okay. Well, what skills do you believe that you could bring?" And I list all of my skills. She said, "Okay. Well, I'm glad you said all that, because congratulations, you got the job." I said, wait, what? So what you say? What'd you say? What'd you say? What'd you
She's like,
say?
"Come again?"
She said, "Congratulations." Mind you, I just got off the Zoom call. With the, I just got off the Zoom call doing the interview. She calls me and tells me, she said, "Congratulations, you got the job." And then she says this. She says, "Jeff, I've been working with them for years. This is the first time I ever heard them say, 'Hey, expedite his process. we want to get him in the door as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow.
I couldn't catch it. Once again, you got to be professional in these type of settings. So, as soon as I click the red button on the phone and hung up, okay, when I tell you, my neighbors was probably mad the way I was stomping and stepping and acting crazy all up in the house, giving God all the praise and all the glory. Because when I tell you, man, there was nothing but God, behind that. Nothing but God behind that, and I see it now. Even now, I love, like I said, I love this place. I love it so much. So it's a God thing. It's a God thing.
So, so you got hired. What year? What year you got hired? What year you got hired?
Oh, I just got here.
You just got here, so it's
October.
2024. Okay,
October. Just got here. Yeah.
October this year.
October this year. Just got here.
Whoa, wait a minute, 3 months.
Just got here. Still get my feet wet.
Oh my God!
Still
Wow.
get my feet wet.
Ooh.
I ain't even get the whole foot wet.
Hey,
Just the big toe. Just the
wow.
big toe only got wet.
Wow.
Not the whole foot.
So,
Yeah.
so that's why you been hiding. Oh, I see why you been hiding. That's why you been hiding. I know. Okay, he's trying to get his business off the trail.
Jared,
Okay,
when I tell you, I got so many
I see what he's
people.
doing.
I got so many people that will call me. Where you been at, brother? We ain't seen you in church. What's going on? And I'm like, listen, I have been busy. Especially when you come on to something so big like this, this particular project, and then
Yeah,
even
yeah.
past that, especially if it's when it's something you pray for, right? It's like you want to cater to it in a way where it shows not just the company. This is the Holy Ghost, not just the company, but showing God, okay, how much I really appreciate you. What we do is we would go to church, get to shouting and crying and praising and falling out, all types of stuff. But then you go back to work and you act like you don't appreciate the job that God that the Lord just blessed you with.
Right.
So I had to show that. I mean, dude, I'm in the office right now.
Right.
I'm in the
So
office right
I'm
now.
gonna get you, and I'm gonna get you back, and when you get yourself, together and all that stuff, about like
Yeah,
a year or so.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just a warm up. So when next
Oh
time
yeah.
you get yourself together and all that stuff,
Yes, sir.
and you get your brain full of stuff, then
Yes,
we
sir.
get going. But when were you when you came
Mhm.
to FCC / Spirit of Truth?
Yeah.
What was your first thought when you first arrived to Faith Covenant? What
Oh
was your
man.
first thought?
So as a child growing up in the PAW church, you know about Bishop Moore. If you grew up PAW, you gonna know about Bishop Moore. So my bishop back in Philadelphia and Bishop Moore, they're friends. So very random. When I moved back down here, I was like, hey, I need to find me a church. And I talked to my bishop and he was like, hey, go check. All he said was, hey, go check on my friend. That's all he told me. I said, okay, I'll do that. And now let me be completely honest. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm scrolling on Instagram and I saw the flyer for a 4 o'clock service. I said, now that's the Lord. I can do 4 o'clock because I can sleep, get good breakfast, right, and go to church. I can do that. Gets there, looking for Bishop. Don't see Bishop, but I see our wonderful pastor as far as Pastor Marmore Jr. And I'm like, okay, I'm looking around. I said, wait a minute, this we got young people in here. This people my age. I can do this. You're telling me look, watch this. Because most modern churches, we're not gonna act like young people, they go to church. Young people go to church. But most modern churches, got the dark theme and the lights real low. And I ain't want all that. I need some good Pentecostal churching, okay? But I wanted some young people. Gets there to the service, and I was like, oh my God, I think I found my place. I think I found, where I need to be. And I want to say it took my third Sunday for me to actually join. And yeah, man. And you're gonna laugh. And I know people are gonna look at me crazy. I knew nothing about Spirit of Truth. So Spirit of Truth Ministries. Now watch this. I knew about YOC back in 2017. That's
Mm-hmm.
because I remember buying my ticket to go, and something happened. I didn't get a chance to go. So
Mm-hmm.
I totally forgot about it, whatever. And in Spirit of Truth Ministries, I didn't know anything about it until my mom came. Well, this is before she had passed. My mom was playing. It was Antoine on there, Gary
Mm-hmm.
on there,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean they singing it down. I said, "Now who
They
are
was
these
doing. They
people?"
was actually doing the pandemic. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said, "Mama," I said, "Ma,
But.
who are these people?" She said, "Boy, I don't know. I done came across these folk on the YouTube." She don't call it
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, the YouTube. That's what it's called. She
Mm-hmm.
said, "I done came across these folk on the YouTube." And we never correlated Spirit of Truth with Pastor Moore. We always just saw the highlights based on Antoine and like I said, everybody else that was singing. And it was the funniest thing because I get down here, of course, FCC, and um, when we transition to Spirit of Truth, that's when everything hit for me. I said, "Oh snap! Oh, that's his thing. Never knew this was Pastor Moore's thing. Okay, cool." So yeah, I was always like somewhat tapped in, but not too much, but just a little.
So when you came, how you so far? I mean, I know you've been a member for a while. So
Mm.
so far, how long have you been a member at FCC slash Spirit of Truth? How long you been like
This is going
together?
on. This is going to be going on. We've been Spirit of Truth for 2 years now. I want to say.
Mm-hmm. Down
So
here, wake up at there in Detroit.
so yeah. So just about as long as about as
Okay.
long as Yes, sir.
So what made like what's the best? Okay, I'll put what was the best thing being a IT fixing computers, and what is the pro the con being a logistic person in out of the medical field and in the medical field.
Um, a pro will be just the scope. There's so much levels that you can learn within IT within the medical field. So I love the fact that there is a very it's a really large scope, so there's no ceiling there, so you can always continue to learn and go higher and higher and higher, and
Mhm.
so many different tiers and so many different departments within IT that you can go into within healthcare. The con would be you gonna have to be at work all the time. And when I say all the time, mind you, healthcare, hospitals in general is open 24/7. So as long as they're open, you at work. Yeah.
So so if you were um, what kind of advice do you want to give to the people who want to start their, they want
Mhm.
to do their thing with the IT business or, being in the medical field? What kind of advice you want to get to
Oh
for
man,
the young folks?
certifications, and then get more certifications. That's the best advice I could definitely give, and that's because that's what's going to determine on where you're going to go. When you learn about your different certs, I mean, when you go and get certain certifications, what that does, it opens you up to just exactly where you want to be. What I love about that is because it's how most jobs, if you want to go into a certain department and if you don't have the education, you have to go back to school, and that's only in hopes if the job pays for the school. That's that. Well, in IT, it's a little different. Um, you don't have to do a whole another 4 years to whatever how many years you got to do in order for you to get your to go into that department. You find out what certification is needed for that department, take the cert, well, study, study, take the cert, and there you go. You get a job that's going to be open within that field. So that's my biggest advice.
What do you when you're out of okay, if you working, would they have you doing things in like remotely
Yes.
when you might have like issue at work, they can
Mhm.
call you and say, hey, I want my computer's not working, so they
Yeah.
call you and you do things like remotely.
Yes. So that's how I was able to do the Charlotte, the Charlotte contract and also the Tennessee contract. I was remote full time during those, and when I tell you that was a blessing. Okay, because to travel and do work, why not? So you get the leisures of course traveling, and then you also get paid while you're on the clock. So why not? So yeah, doing remote now. Right now, I have the option to be hybrid. I choose to just be in office. I have like a team of like 13 guys that's within my department. And I'm currently right now in the process of being trained to become a trainer. So I'd rather just kind of be in office. I like to learn personalities, and it kind of helps me learn on how to teach, especially if I'm going to be a trainer. So I get to know, okay, hey, this person is, this type of learner, or this person is this type. So that's the reason why I'd rather just kind of be in office.
So if you say you like to travel, do you travel when somebody have issues with with like their work computer? Do you do just work? Do you just do work computers, or people or like family and friends that have issues with their computer? Do you like to
As
put
far
that
as
personal business? Hmm?
well, as far as the company,
Yeah.
so within the company, now I had previous jobs that had me travel to certain states and whatnot, but not this particular one. This one right here, I don't have to do much traveling at all. I'm just once you come in the office, I got everything I need in order for me. I could literally monitor over um, within my team. We got like over 16,000 computers that we monitor. With me
Mhm.
personally, I could personally monitor like three of them, like 3,000. So yeah, I'm able to just sit there and just, oh, okay, okay. And I'm more so in the application side, so it's more so of, any particular applications that may be going wrong, or some issues, or even if we might do a go live to do some updates and something like that, I'm the guy that they call. So
So you just like at home chilling when you up at home chilling watching TV. They just like call you and say, hey, my computer
what
just
I used
died.
to, yeah, I used to. That used to be great. But like I said, I'm in the office, so and that's a personal matter. So,
So,
um, yeah. So with
so
that
you
being
like
said,
you like being more in the office more than just being at home watching
oh yeah,
TV,
oh
watching the
yeah,
football
yeah,
game all day long.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
needed I needed a little bit more structure. I'm not gonna lie. I used to,
Uh,
I used,
I
I
feel
used to
you.
get an email and they would be like, "Hey, this computer is such and such," and because of watching the game or whatever, wait, hold on, let me make sure to get that touchdown before I go over there to that email. So no, I'd rather have a little bit more structure. That's why I'd rather be in office.
So you like being getting up early in the morning, like 5 in the morning, you have to get to work and make sure you get
Um,
things.
that
Are you
was.
actually the question is, are you
Mhm.
the one that's like open it up and get everything prepared and stuff, or you just come straight to work with it?
No, 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 no. So I come in. I do overnights now. So
Mm-hmm.
I come in mostly overnights. It's simpler for me. I don't have to deal with like all the politics and all that stuff, and deal with all my directors and all that. I rather just kind of just come in and do my thing and go on home. So I do mostly overnights now. I don't. I used to come in 6 a.m., sometimes 8 a.m., sometimes 7 a.m. Kind of just depending on how I felt at the time. But now I just mostly do overnights.
So you like the morning shift or the night shift? What's
Night,
much better
night,
than night
night,
shift?
night. Night.
Because it's more quiet, it's more quiet, and more,
Oh, yes,
more
sir.
you get
Yes,
more
sir.
focus on working and on the chaos going on in the morning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so
I get to fix all the issues without all the chaos. There we go. So
so what you,
during the day, we still got tons of issues, but you dealing with a whole bunch of people running back and forth, and like I said, you would have like directors come in, and now they want to have a random meeting, but I'm in the middle of trying to fix somebody, fix a certain situation, but now I got to be at this meeting and whatnot. Now, if there is a meeting, I come in, go home, come back in that night, and fix whatever I need. How the Lord is mighty. Huh?
that, that's a lot of working, but the thing, I mean, you got a meeting, and you got and you middle of a task that you're already
Yeah.
working on, and you're just like,
Mm-hmm.
I figure,
Mm-hmm. Oh, especially during the holidays. Like right now, they're like, you could be in the middle of it don't even have to be nothing important. You could be in the middle of fixing whatever you need to fix, but because it's the holidays, hey, we want everybody in this department to come on over. Let's take pictures. I'm trying to fix. Don't want to take no pictures with no Santa. I'm trying to fix. We got look. We got over 5,000 pictures about to shut down, and you talking about some pictures. I don't want to take no pictures.
So how many people are in the in your area, right? How many people are in your area together, and do y'all like pick
Mm-hmm.
do y'all have do y'all have like shifts on doing night shifts, or do you have like how many people in the morning? I mean night shift. We just lost Jeff. We just lost him. I think that and the internet just
Can you hear
okay.
me?
Yeah, but what
There
the
we go.
question was?
Can you hear
Okay,
me
the
now?
question was how many people are in the
One
where
sec.
you at night shift, and do they go?
One
Do
sec. I
they
can't
have?
hear you.
I said, do you? How many
Can
people
you
are
hear me
in your?
now?
Yeah, I get you.
I can't hear you. Hold on one
Uh,
second, dude.
Okay. Oh Lord, that's great. All right, that's that's
All right. Can you say something?
yes.
I can't hear nothing. Okay, hold on one second. Let me do some IT stuff. Hold on.
Wait, it's
And
not fun.
I might have to jump out. Could I jump out and jump right back in?
Yeah, you can. You
All right,
can.
let me try that.
Uh, we just lost Jeff. We just lost Jeff. It was getting good. Just but ask him how many people were in, like how many people were in who are working right now, and do we like being on being on? Okay.
All right, now I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay.
You're back.
Okay. So what? How many people are in the? Who? How many people are with you on night
They,
shift?
I must say, they go one right there. He just left out. Look, yeah, okay. I was trying to get him in here, but it's at night. It's three of us at night.
Are y'all all together, or y'all have like separate
Separate, yeah. So
separate
some,
shifts?
yeah, no. We're all together on the same shift, but we have two other guys. They rather be at home, so they do remote. Like I said, I like to come in the office. So, um, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so do they do y'all like sit? Well, let's put it this way: Do you play before you go to work? I mean, I know you just come to work. Do you ever like sit down and think about how far I came, where I'm at right now? Like, wow, it's like a long ride. So you ever like overthink? I mean, you ever think about the journey that you did, like you just told me? You ever think about the long journey that you came from
Man, when I tell
driving
you,
trucks to where you at
yeah,
now?
when I tell you I give God all the glory, to the point that these folk at the job be sick of me. They be tired of me. They do. I give God all the glory. I have those moments a lot when I just sit there and I get to bask in just His glory, and I'm like, okay, God, you took me from here to here, and the biggest thing is for you to take me to where I'm at now. I can only imagine where I'm about to go. So that's where a lot of that comes from. I just sit there and just take it in. Okay, God, you have carried me from here, and you have carried me all the way here. So I can only imagine how far you about to take me next. So it's that for me. It's that for me. It's just take it. Just you got to take it in. Take it in. And yeah, yes sir, yes sir. So it's a beautiful thing.
Like, what was the? Do you ever get when you what was your parents find out when you got the job, when you find out you finally got the job that you was it the job of your dreams, or it just like a regular 9 to 5 job? Did you pick their job, or you had something in mind that you wanted,
This
you
it
really
would be
want
this. It would be this
to?
job right here. Yeah.
So this job is your dream job.
Yes sir. Yes sir. To
Okay.
be right here, is because once again, anytime this is not something like, oh, I need a job, let me go apply, blah blah blah. It's not that story. This story is, I got denied, and I really really wanted to work here, and for God to spin the block on me and grant me, it's so anytime you're just you're in that cloud, you're in that glory cloud.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm right. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. So this right here is my dream. This company, working at Children's Hospital of Atlanta, this is my dream job. This is my dream job.
And there's no other, as I was going to ask before, there's no other job besides the you love the kids and all that stuff. There's no other job.
Oh,
You don't
oh,
want people.
oh yeah. Because and trust me, I have a lot of friends. It's like,
Hmm.
Google got that big old building downtown. You don't want to work over there. And I'm like, no, man. I'm
So
I'm right.
you getting pushed by. I know you're saying you getting pushed by other people to get to work at other places. You don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They, okay, I get it.
Me,
So
I number one love healthcare. Number two, I have a really, really big heart for, of course, children. I mean, I got two children on my own. But even past that, it's like to do healthcare for a company that gives back the way that Choa does. Oh man,
mm,
I'm glad to be a part of this. I'm glad to be a part of this story.
wow,
Yeah.
wow. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
that. As I've known you for a good while, I'm glad you my friend and everything,
Yes, sir.
and
Yes,
being
sir.
my fifth member, I mean, my fifth guest from church, everything.
Yes, sir.
So as we finish up these as we coming close, do you have any follow remarks or anything you want to say
Man,
to the
I,
folks? That,
I want to flip the script, low key. I want to ask some questions about you, man.
go
This
right
this
ahead. Look,
this platform that you have is number one. First of all, you surprised me because everything with the background, everything. I was like, no, this is nice. This is good stuff, right? This is good stuff. This is good. This is good ground.
okay, I'm gonna tell you since you interviewing me.
Yes, sir.
This actually happened. This interview actually happened
Mm-hmm.
2022. No, I'm sorry,
Wow.
2023.
Okay.
July. It started July
Okay.
because I had an idea that I wanted to do an interview on my
Mm-hmm.
main channel, my big channel,
Right. Yes,
and
sir.
it was good. It was good at first, but I'm like, no, I want them to have their own platform, so they
Yes,
had
sir.
their own thing. So I didn't tell folks that I didn't want to do I didn't want to tell folks that I was gonna keep it on the bit channel because I
Okay.
you can't have the bit channel, you can't have the day live and the interview channel to get and the interview channel together. So that's why I wanted the day live. I go live
Mm-hmm.
every other week,
Mm-hmm.
and I said I'm gonna keep it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just like I'm going to keep it and put it over there. that's why I didn't tell people I didn't actually keep it over there. I know they got views over there. I'm sure they got views over there. I understand that. But
Hmm.
still, there's no sense for me to put it over there on the big channel. It don't mix with their daily
Right.
lives. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
No, I
So
understand.
so that's why I moved the interview channel over here.
Okay.
So they had their own thing so that I would have people over here. And I can interview a lot of people. If I get some more people, I would love to
Hmm.
interview people. So
Yes, sir.
but
Yes, sir.
but yeah, that's when I started. That's when I started from the ground up. I,
Yeah.
I put that thing from the ground up. I went from the YouTube app because I used from the YouTube app to
Hmm.
StreamYard. So I interviewed the first person from the Stream. I mean, I'm sorry, from the YouTube app was Miss Queen Sankey. But
Okay.
she wanted a guest. I mean, she wanted doing an interview with me at first. She was actually a person who would just hang with me on Mondays. So
Okay.
I don't have a guest or something. So
Right.
when I decided I want to do an interview, I said I'm going to do an interview with some folks on YouTube. So that's when I said I'm wanting to interview people that have a YouTube channel and all that stuff. The reason why I wanted to do it because a a YouTuber that I used to watch, Catfish. He goes live every Sunday night for like
Okay.
an hour and 2 hours long, talk
Okay.
about cars on his
Okay.
couch, all that kind of stuff. So they gave me an idea, and okay,
Yeah.
I'm on the
Yeah.
porch. I said I'm on the porch,
Hmm.
and I said I'm going to do a porch conversation. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
when the uh the YouTube app came. I didn't have a thumbnail, none of that. So everything was on the big channel. Everything was growing. The big channel was growing. So I was like, okay, the big channel growing, the interviews going.
Hmm.
I was talking about everything, cars, life,
Yeah.
everything, church, everything. So I didn't say I was going to do my interview. I was actually not going to tell what we're going to be doing for a interview. So I said I'm gonna keep it until I get my channel going. So
Hmm.
that's why I said I had three. Look, I have 3 accounts. There's no sense to just leave it hanging. So I'm just gonna go ahead move them move the interview channel over to Jazz Talk.
Yes,
It
sir.
was at first it was Jazz Talk Conversations.
Okay.
At
Okay.
first it was Jazz Talk Conversation. I didn't have nothing over there. I ain't had nothing over there. So I'm like, okay. That's why I put the big channel, the third channel. So I have videos over there. So I'm trying to get the channel started.
Hmm.
So one of my high school friend of mine,
Hmm.
he came and helped me out with StreamYard. He helped
Okay.
me up set everything up, put the thumbnails, the intro and outros, all that stuff. I get the idea what thumbnails I wanted, all that
Yeah.
stuff. So she
Yes,
put it
sir.
together. Shout out to her. She doing her own thing. She doing wrestling, all that stuff. If you love wrestling, go over her channel. I'm gonna send you the link
Hmm.
to her channel because
Yes,
she
sir.
she is a
Okay.
genius of wrestling. She's a genius
Okay.
of wrestling.
Okay.
So what happened after I did I moved the interview channel to the third channel. I said, I got 3 channels. I got 3 accounts. I'm just going to set everything up. So at first it was Jared Talks, that's where I'm at now. Then it was Jared Talks Sports, and then it was Jared Talks Food. Now the thing was, I don't know how to cook, so
Now
I was going to do it.
you
I
said
was going,
Jarrett
I
talk
was going
sports and Jarrett talk food, correct?
correct.
Invite me back to the food one. I'm
But that was the idea. That was the idea. That was the idea first. I said I want to be in the kitchen cooking
invite me
food.
to the food one, huh? All right, I'll be right there. Make me co-host. That's right. Make me co-host. That's right. Make me the co-host,
Look,
please.
I made a video.
Okay.
I did
Hmm.
videos of me eating. It was like I did like a ASMR kind of videos. That sit there and
Hmm.
eat and watch
Okay.
me eat. So I had an idea. Well, I have. I'm gonna go ahead just put some
Hmm.
videos up.
Okay.
I can put anything over it. So I put I thought about putting that over there, but no, cause my mom didn't want me to do it because you want me to don't didn't want me like have my camera in my face
Right.
eating and food all on my face and all that stuff. So I scrapped Jared Talk's food, put Jared Talk conversations over there, and okay. So Jared Talk Sports, I had need help doing that because
Okay.
I
Okay.
tried doing that. I tried to watch NASCAR and go
Mm-hmm.
live at the same time, but that didn't work. So
Okay.
I put
Okay.
so hang with Jared like we're doing right now. I'm going to I'm probably gonna put this. I might cut this off to just hang out with Jared, but this
Yeah.
even though it's just an interview, I'm gonna keep it that way. The only time I put at first it was Jared Talk Sports, then moved to Jared Talks 2.0.
Okay.
Then it was Jared Talk backup channel. Then now it's just hang with
Oh,
Jared
okay.
Talk. I'm just trying to find some content on there,
Yes, sir.
so that way I can have a
Mm-hmm.
balance, a balance kind of thing. So even though the big channel is on the way to 1900, this channel and the hanging with Jared is on the way to 200. So I'm just doing best I can to put
You doing your thing,
uh,
sir.
so
You doing your thing, sir.
as much I do more interviews, I do the daily live. I love doing them because
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure this channel can grow as fast as it can. So that's why I decided I want to do an interview with all of my favorite people and
Yes, sir.
that kind of stuff. So if you have
Okay.
not, like I said, if you have not watched any of my interviews, I just interviewed um Pastor Geddes. I just interviewed Adam McNair, Spence. I just interviewed Chef Dean, brother Oliver Deuce. I've got legends on my team. I got a legend on my channel that you can actually watch. But
Oh man.
like
And there's some
like I
heavy
said,
hitters right here too.
if you have people, I've been telling people, if you have someone that know they have their own business or a
Yes,
YouTube
sir.
channel, you just come to me or just text me and say, hey, I know somebody you can interview with. I
Mm.
just tell me
Okay.
what time and day. I mean, you
Okay.
don't have to do it right now. I mean, you want to do it right now. I could do it next year. Cause I already got January always filled up for next year and that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So,
Yes, sir.
so that's what I do on my channel. So on my big channel, I just talk about
Mm-hmm.
life, church, family and friends, what we're doing, all that kind of stuff. This channel, I do is interview people about their life and their their business or they have a YouTube channel and stuff like that. But oh yeah, speaking about YouTube channels,
Mm-hmm.
are you thinking about doing a like a what is it called, a tutorial of people in the healthcare
So,
security?
so,
I'm
so
just
what
saying. I'm just saying. If you want to have, if
what
you,
you're doing is you're walking in the prophetic, Jared. You're walking in the prophetic right now. Okay, that's what you're doing. You tiptoeing in the prophetic. Okay. It's so funny though because literally right before I got on this interview, another good friend of mine literally sat there and told me, he was like, "Man, you ever thought about doing tutorials?" And and what you do? I said, I ain't never thought about that. And now here you come with the confirmation. Okay, all right, I hear you, Lord. I hear you, God. Just look, just lift your hands and receive it. Okay, all right, Jesus. All right, Lord. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna think about that. And you know what? And I'm gonna come to you. Uh-huh. I'm gonna come to you on how to get started and whatnot. Because I see what you got going on. I see the platform. And let me also say this real quick. I am honored. I am so honored that you even considered me, that you called me, that you reached out to me. You even what was that? You stopped me. You stopped me in service. You were like, "Hey, I want to interview you." And I was like, "Me? Hey,
the
hey, hey, did
the
nothing.
reason, okay, that's the reason why I'm stopping you
Uh-huh.
and Elder Dana, cause
Mm-hmm.
you know Elder Dana is on my list,
Okay.
and she been on my list forever, like forever. The reason I want the reason I wanted to interview people that
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur, how they say entrepreneurs and business
Yes, sir.
owners, all that stuff. That's what I want. That's what I want on my channel. On my channel. That's what I want. I want people who have their own business. You know, that
Yes, sir.
entrepreneurs, how they started their business, and all that kind of stuff. That's why
Mm-hmm.
I said, oh, okay. So we got entrepreneurs and business owners in church. Why did they come talk to me and
Yes, sir.
I make sure we get everything going. So that's why I asked you if you interested to do it. That's why I want. And so many people asked me want me someone wanted me to interview Bishop and Pastor Moore
Mm-hmm.
Jr. I'm like that gonna be a hard. That gonna you gonna put me on a hard level for that one. Took a
Scheduling.
hard level on that one.
Just schedule wise alone.
Woo,
Woo!
wee. That
Woo!
that gonna be
They
on a
might
hard
be
level on
open
that one.
the schedule might be open in the next 5 years, by 5, 6 years.
Possible, but yeah, that's why I was like,
Okay.
I've been there. I've been in the church for a long time. I've seen a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners, and
Mm-hmm.
that's why I decided to. I'm not saying it's not random. I just want to say who I really want to interview, and it's
Yes,
like
sir.
I just walk around and just it's like I'm visualizing people what kind of business they're doing. And
Yes,
then
sir.
if I know it, then the light just goes off, and I'm like, oh, here we
Okay.
go.
Okay.
We do that. So that's why every time I see somebody, if it's new or old, kind
Yes,
of
sir.
thing, my mind just goes off. That goes off, and like,
Well,
okay,
I'm honored. I'm
that's why I
honored.
was like, that's why you and Elder McKnight and such a Adelia and all the people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, might
Mm-hmm.
well I'm just want to get people on here and get to
I'm
know you
honored.
a little better, that kind of stuff. So
Yes, sir.
when they
Yes, sir.
see this live, they'll know. Oh, okay. So
Yes, sir.
they'll know the real. They don't know the real Jeff. Cause
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So, I mean,
Right. Right. Everyday type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
sometimes I want to be the real you. Just be like I
Yeah.
said. Like I said, be
And
yourself.
mhm. What
Just
I
be
love
yourself
about
and all
that
that stuff.
is
Yeah.
we have a particular ministry within the church called if I'm paraphrasing, I hope I say this right, but shopping with the saints, if I'm not mistaken. And what that does, that opens that up. That opens that conversation of, oh, I didn't know you did this. I didn't know you did that. I didn't know that's what you do. So I love this platform because that opens that area up for them. So once again, I'm honored, Jarrett. I am so honored. I am so honored, man. And for everybody that don't know Jarrett outside of this, okay, all right, he gonna talk trash when it comes to sports, okay.
No, I'm trying to stay out of it. But the thing is, if it's like between the Cowboys and the Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, or I'm even though I'm a look honestly, even though I'm a Falcons fan and a Raiders fan, I'm just I stay with I stay in my lane. I let everybody else do their own thing, because I'm not a competitional kind of person when it comes
Okay,
to
okay.
football and
I
everything.
thought
I
I
just
thought
like
so.
to watch it. I like to watch it because I'm not a I'm not a what you say a diehard fan like people
Okay,
so I just like to watch it and just
I
like to
thought
highlight.
somebody said something about my Eagles. That's all I thought. Okay, they'll be good there. We good.
Mm.
Okay.
But yeah, I appreciate you coming up here, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm honored to have you come up here to take some time off and
Yes, sir.
that kind of stuff. So I would definitely have you up here in about
Yeah,
okay,
call me,
about
man.
six.
You call me, man. Anytime I could be available, I would love to. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll take you offline, but so go ahead, drop you down, and I'll go
Okay.
ahead and end the live.
Okay.
So, are you going to be at church on Sunday? Are you, are you,
I
are
plan on
you
being
at work?
at 12 o'clock. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
I see you then. Okay.
All right,
All
yes,
right.
sir. All right
Uh,
now.
mm, well, y'all, that was my brother Jeff Jones from Spiritual slash FCC. It was amazing to have him on the channel and all that good stuff. And it was great to see him, all that good stuff. So, but on the next interview, I would have tomorrow with Mr. Terry at 8 o'clock, not 6 o'clock. I'm sorry, 6 o'clock. So that will be fun, and it will be fun. So we're gonna be talking about Falcons and all that stuff. So we'll get him started, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I'm glad y'all came through, showing some love on my channel and all my 3 channels, and I appreciate it, all the love you're doing. So I am that I am gone. I see y'all tomorrow on this channel at 6 p.m. with another special guest. And yeah, it'll be good. All right. Peace.